If you've been feeling overwhelmed, like the mess never ends, these 3 daily rhythms we're going to be going over today in day 2 of our Peaceful Home series are going to give you so much needed breathing room. We're diving into the tactical stuff here, simple, doable shifts you can start today that will bring this instant clarity and calm to your home without having to overhaul your entire life. I'm going to share the exact rhythms I use to stop the chaos before it starts, and these are things that you can totally do as well, even in a full and busy season. So grab your notebook because these rhythms are small, but they're going to make a big difference. Hey friend, welcome to Modern Homemaker Mom. Feeling stuck in the chaos? Do you find yourself in survival mode juggling all the things? If you're ready to regain control of your home, schedule, and time for yourself, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Jynae, a wife, mom, and homemaker who turned my household chaos into purpose with simple, flexible routines. I'm here to help you create a cozy, clutter-free home and reclaim your time for what matters most. In this podcast, you'll find episodes around home routines, cycle syncing, and self-care practices so that you can eliminate the overwhelm and create a home that you love. Go grab that laundry basket and let's get started. Okay, friend, can I invite you into something new? If you've been feeling overwhelmed in your home, like the mess never ends, your systems, your routines, they never stick, and your peace has gone missing, then this is for you. The Modern Homemaker Method is my brand new course created just for you, the Christian woman, the Christian mama who is tired of being stuck in survival mode, and you are ready to step into rhythms that bring peace, not pressure. Inside the course, I'm going to be walking you through the foundations of homemaking, which is biblically rooted and grace-filled, a step-by-step decluttering system that won't leave you feeling overwhelmed, practical organizing for real life, not that Pinterest perfection that people often think organization is about. Then we'll dive into daily, weekly, and monthly cleaning rhythms that actually work for the season that you're currently in. This course isn't just about cleaning up your home, it's about restoring peace to your heart through simple, sustainable practices. And to celebrate launch week, you can save $70 and get access to bonus lessons and tools, but only until Wednesday, April 30th. After that, the doors close and the bonuses will disappear. So I'm inviting you to take that step, to trust me so that you can no longer have to try to figure this out on your own. I'm here to support you through the journey. Let's get started on creating that peaceful home you've been longing for, you've been searching for, you've been trying to duct tape together, but now you're ready for the real simple solutions all in one place. Head over to jynaeschmid.com/modern homemaker method. That's JYNAESCHMID.com/modern homemaker method to join me inside the course today. Okay, so let's talk about this one day that I remember. I had these guests coming over for dinner, a newborn baby in my arms. She wasn't very old. And I had this mile-long to-do list that I had made for myself, staring me straight in the face. I had written everything out on this page, every little thing I wanted to get done that day. And the list literally filled the entire page. And we're not talking a small sticky note. We're talking a large journal-sized page. At first, it felt good to brain dump it all out, get it all out of my head. But then the second I actually kind of stood back and looked at it, I felt so overwhelmed because the page was just filled with a list of things to do. I remember literally sitting there thinking to myself, how on earth am I actually going to get all of this done today, also while juggling this little baby? So did I start right away knocking things off of my list? Nope. Instead, I walked outside, sat down in my garden, and I ended up texting my mom about how I had this giant list and no clue where to start. Absolutely procrastinating, not doing any of it, because here's the truth. When we try to carry too much without clear rhythms or priorities in place, it just causes us to freeze. We shut down, and then we get into this mindset of shame where we start shaming ourselves for not doing enough. That's exactly why daily rhythms matter. When your day has structure, not this pressure to get everything done. You don't need a 30-item to-do list like I did to feel like you're making progress. You just need the right things done at the right time in a way that actually works for your real life. So let's talk about this. Rhythm number 1 that I want to talk about is prioritizing 3 priorities each day. So trying to do it all like I did, trying to brain dump. I'm not saying brain dumping is bad. In fact, I highly encourage brain dumping, especially for us women who seem to just allow our thoughts to circle through our head over and over and over again. Sometimes it's good to brain dump, but what you actually need to do is on that list, choose 3 of the main priorities on that list that you need to focus on that day to reduce your mental clutter. Don't have the expectation that you're going to get everything done from that list. You need to pick the 3 most important things on that list. So how you could apply this in a simple way is each morning or once a week, however often you feel like you need this, just ask yourself, what 3 things today are going to make this day feel successful? What are the things that literally I cannot push this off to the side? I need to focus on this today. Write them down and then stick to them. And you know what? This doesn't always mean productive things. Maybe you really need a rest. Maybe you really need a reset. Maybe that means one of the things you're going to get done today is sitting in the tub for 15 minutes alone, reading a book, soaking in a bubble bath, just something for you. That could be a main priority of the day. So when I say you're writing down this list of 3 priorities for the day, it doesn't necessarily have to be productive. It just has to be important to you. Simplifying your expectations and not trying to get so much done brings a sense of clarity and calm to your days. Now let's talk about rhythm number 2 I have, which is using daily focus areas instead of those long to-do lists. Traditional to-do lists, honestly, they feel endless and they kind of go on and on and on and on. They have a way of building on themselves, if you know what I'm saying. But having focus areas helps you create a rhythm around maintenance, not instead of burnout because you're just going and going and going. So how I would do this and how I do this is I assign each weekday a theme or a certain focus area to work on. So for an example, we could talk about on Mondays, that's when you are cleaning your bathrooms. On Wednesdays, that's when you are going into town. You're doing your grocery day, your errands day. Maybe on Thursdays is a catch-up day. You just give a theme to the day. It really helps give some direction. It creates this natural rhythm, this natural routine where things get done without trying to do it all at once. Now, rhythm number 3 is simplify your standards. We often think that everything has to be deep cleaned every single day, or however often it is that you feel like it needs to be deep cleaned for it to count. But that's honestly just getting you on the fast track to burnout. It's not doing you any favors trying to do all the things. I can be a perfectionist queen, but I've had to learn over time that sometimes good enough is just how it is. It doesn't need to be perfect. Good enough sometimes is good enough. Wiping down surfaces, for example, instead of scrubbing the grout of your backsplash in your kitchen, that's good enough. And yes, there's a time and a place for deep cleaning. We talk about that in my course, my Modern Homemaker Method course. So if this is something that interests you and you want more direction with that, you can come join me in the course where we talk all about our weekly, our monthly, and our daily cleaning rhythms. But the point I'm trying to get across here is, in general, sometimes we just need to have that mindset of, you know what, it's okay to just have things good enough. There's a time and place to do those bigger, more extensive projects. Please just keep in mind that peace does not come from perfection. Perfection actually will continue to cause you stress. It will continue to cause you overwhelm and burnout. Peace comes from consistency. That's the biggest thing that I want you to remember here is just as long as you can be consistent. Now, in summary, these rhythms may seem small. There's only 3 simple rhythms here, but I'm telling you they are very powerful. They give your day structure, they reduce the overwhelm that you're facing all the time, and they help you to move through your home with more clarity. So if this episode helped you feel like you can just take a deep breath, you feel a little more equipped, just know that this is just a small part of what is possible inside the Modern Homemaker Method course. I take you room by room, rhythm by rhythm, building a system that actually works for your season of life. You can find all the details and join me at jynaeschmid.com/Modern Homemaker Method. And don't forget launch week pricing, which is $70 off right now. And those bonus lessons that I'm throwing in for free end tomorrow, April 30th at 9:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So don't wait because these bonuses and discount pricing is not going to last for long. Be sure to come back tomorrow for our final episode of the Peaceful Home series where we're talking about how to build a peaceful home step by step. It's going to be super life-giving, grace-filled, just a good all-around conversation that you won't want to miss. So make sure you're subscribed to the show so you don't miss out on that. And if this episode encouraged you, it would mean the world if you would go ahead, share it with a friend or another mama who would really be blessed by it. Thank you so much for showing up, for tuning in to me today. It means the world. Before you go, if this podcast has encouraged or helped you in any way, the best way that you can show your support is by subscribing to the show and leaving a written 5-star review. Your words truly make my day and remind me why I love sharing here. You can also snap a screenshot of this episode and share it with a friend or post it to your Instagram stories. Make sure to tag me at Her Stable Home. Thanks so much for listening, friend. I will see you next time.